failed to plan is planning to fail. Therefore, this spatial planning for the period of 10 years was very crucial, specifically to our department, Education, Gender, Sports, Youth and Social Services. It gave us a roadmap where we want our social amenities to be, where our education institutions to be. And as you know, Lamu has so many opportunities that is coming up, including but not limited to Lamu ports, coal power plants, and other mega projects that to facilitate Lamu County development. Initially, we didn't have the special plan, but for us to move forward, it was very important for us to sit down through the Department of Infrastructure Lands for us to have this roadmap. And actually it's assisted us in terms of our financial budgeting, where we want to put our resources to get the good output through its out. At the same time, it will be able to have utilization of resources that are from the Lamu County government.
One of the most notable benefits of having a special plan in our county is that it has avoided duplication of projects, the equity distribution of resources, because in the plan we involved the community, we involved all the stakeholders, and the areas that failed for many years were being isolated are now they have gotten their shares, because all whatever is happening in the county is based from the spatial plan.
The other good thing about the county spatial planning is that when investors come to the county, they would like to see how much land or where the different opportunities have been earmarked for. Example, if like in Lamu we want to have a fish processing plant, we are able to now to tell the investor where to go. If we want to, we get an investor in a cotton industry, we know where to take them. If we want an investor in the cut of slaughtering or whatever, they have a place where they can do. So spatial planning is very good, and people should not look at it through the microscope of the cost. They should look at the profit that will come out of it, as more and more investors are streaming into the counties to work with the counties to develop and create industries that will give our youth jobs.
The Constitution mandates all counties to have their spatial plan so that it guides them, and is also a framework where development projects and programs can be planned using the spatial plan. Spatial plan is a very important document because it gives out the details on how the county is in terms of the land, natural resources and their distribution. This plan also guides learners, developers and investors to come up and invest wisely, because it gives out specific areas where land can be properly utilized in terms of various economical, social activity.
The county spatial plan focuses on so many aspects, and also they are very crucial for the county. So first is the land itself, because land is a scarce resources. So we need to have plan for it, because it's not something you can renew. It's not renewable, or you cannot create another land. So it's something which is scarce, so we need to have plan for it. So rather than having the scarce land, we also have another challenge is we having different resources that are in our territory in Lamu County. We have both terrestrial and marine also resources, because we have forests and also we have the marine resources like fish and other. And also there's now an aspect of conservation. So under conservation, there are so many things which are included in the county spatial plan. So considering this one focus much on what we have, and also in terms of what we have as resources in marine and also in a terrestrial environment. And also another aspect of the county spatial plan focus on the per capita income of the resources we have. So I think they are ranging from the fish we have, the marine resources we have, the agricultural produce that we produce in Lamu County, maybe maize, sorghum, and also the services that also they are being gotten from the natural resource. For example, like mangrove is a flood barrier. People get timber there, they get firewood, they get honey, they get so many. So they create value for what we have in terms of resources.
The county special plan can also be used to mitigate the adverse effect of climate change by planning projects which should be smart, and also we can use best practice in terms of identifying the resources and where they are located. As you are aware that this spatial plan need to be actualized so that people can exactly know the status of these resources and how they can be tapped.
Projects are supposed to be owned by the community, and therefore when we consult the community, because we went to the field and we took their views and they said what they need to be done, then there is this collective ownership of the projects.
Spatial planning has really worked for us. As you know, spatial planning is just planning for the space that is available, and we know that land is a scarce resource. And in Lamu, now with the spatial plan, we have been able to organize our wards and be able to reflood for social amenities, and they have been able to be documented so that they cannot be grabbed. In the past, there was a time we constructed a stadium only to realize that the land belonged to somebody, and we ended up roosing out in that area. So in the spatial planning, it has really helped us to identify land which is there for the social amenities and sports stadia, and we have been able to work and put our resources there, knowing very sure that the land belongs to the public and it is for the public use. I would recommend all the counties in Kenya to have spatial planning, and also to make use of the the public partnership, which has really helped in the developing such some of these documents, which are very crucial in the development of the county. As you know, when we are making our budgets, they are program based, and they should be able to put their projects where they know that the land is theirs, and nobody can come later to claim or ensure that all the public resources that are being put in any project are well used.
The only challenge is for us to achieve that county spatial plan, we need to integrate so many things, for example, gender, climate change issue, because considering the aspect of gender, each gender play a different role as they interact with resources. And so I think what I can emphasize is it's very important that we mainstream different things like climate, gender to this county spatial plan, so that whenever we implement this county spatial plan, we make sure that the implementation is on successful, not on failure. Because now you can have the county spatial plan, but maybe if you don't mainstream the critical aspects. So to realize the positive and success of the county spatial plan, it will be very difficult if you don't put into consideration the mainstream aspects like climate and gender.
Therefore, it was very, very important, and we see it as a key point for us for any development more so. We can see that we can use maximally the resources that are around this county. Actually, we are 47 county governments make one government. If we all move together, then we shall develop further. And I urge to other counties who are not yet developing this spatial planning to be in the front line so that we can join hands together and fulfill the sustainable development goals of our country so that we can move forward.
So for us as a Lamu County, we are already set. And whatever is happening, it's not new, because everybody and the stakeholders, even the development partners, are able to refer it from the spatial plan. So my take is that Lamu is well placed now. Even we are getting recommendations from other development partners, international partners, in terms of funding the project. We can be able to even foresee what is going to happen in the next 2-3 years and be able to have more time to source for funding the projects. So for me, is to encourage even other counties, if they can have their spatial plan. It is very key, is important, and will put everything in order. Unlike before, when funds were being used left, right, center without regard of consultation, without even having the research and to understand. Because before we came up with this special plan, we had a lot of research done before. Many people may think, or many counties may think, that it's expensive to have the special plan, but having special plan is a priority.